Good afternoon, everybody. Hope whoever's having a great day. It was good to see most of you up there on the balcony. Hope you enjoyed getting a chance to be out at practice. It was a good day. Really, we tried to up the tempo in situations and try to really push our guys to forcing them to think. Apply the things that we're coaching them to do, think fast, and then be able to react on the run as we're going. I thought the defense did a really nice job of chasing the ball today. I thought they were playing fast. Obviously, didn't do a ton of teamwork, just being in helmets, but it's good to be able to line up formationally, communication. I thought that some real bright spots continue to show up. I thought in an area we got to continue to get better. Too many drop passes today. I like the progression of where our quarterbacks are. Through the first 2 days, try to throw a good amount of information on them, but you also just we've got to make sure we're showing up and making plays when we get the opportunity and balls in us in the hands. So we got to continue to work there, and excited about tomorrow being able to put the pads on. It's going to be an exciting spring, and we've got a lot of growth that's in front of us, but we've got to really determine that identity of what we want and what we're going to stand for as a football team, and that comes through the work of practice. And so I thought it was a good day. So we got some good special teams work, really building from the base of what we've done, and our guys are very confident going into utilizing those fundamentals, and it's already showed up really well these first couple of days. But I think it was a good day, and I'm excited about putting the pads on tomorrow.
First question will be Antoine Staley from Tallahassee Democrat.
Yeah, Coach, I just wanted to get your thoughts on just kind of the receiving group as a whole, and just kind of how you feel like they're progressing throughout the spring.
Coming into day two, there's some new faces, some guys that are still young that are growing up with each rep that they get. I'll tell you, the two true freshmen they've been impressive. Burrell and McLean have both had some really nice plays that have showed up. You'll hear in the first couple of days, but they're still learning. And there's been some mental mistakes that that they're going to work through just with the installation. And but I'm excited about what they've shown, and really an opportunity for guys to continue to push for the role that they want. And I think Darian Williamson's a guy that showed up, made some nice plays. You can really see the strength that he's gained and just the power that he has in his lower body. He's a guy that had a knee injury coming out of high school, and last year was able to make some strides, but really just kind of get back to his form here so far in the first couple of days. But there's a lot of competition at those positions, and we need guys like Terry Wilson. We need guys like Keyshawn Helton to really rise up and be able to rely on the experience and the playmaking ability that they have, and just for the rest of our receiving core, guys got to separate themselves. But we got to maximize the opportunities, and like I said, there's too many drops that happened today.
Next will be Gene Williams from Warchant.
Hey, Coach, on that, I'm just curious, that day 1 to day 2 of practice, the first year, that day in between to really look at film for the first time of these guys in a long while. What is that like with all the new guys? And you probably have a lot that you guys garnered from that first thing. How do you try implementing that over the next few practices?
Well, you just continue to evaluate all aspects of it's the first time practice one's the first time you get to go out there with the football, and there's a lot of things. There's the timing, guys when they get the ball in their hands, or obviously having to defend in the passing game as in coverage, or just all aspects of it, making sure that you're training the eyes. You see some of the natural skills and the ability that shows up throughout that first day. But then you also get a sense of reality that this is the first day for a transfer, and but to see the growth, to see guys embracing that expectation. It's been good, and I'm excited about the guys that we've been able to add. you can tell that they definitely fit. Guys like Kevin Noles, I thought has really flashed. The first 2 days. His athleticism, his change of direction. Jackson West, really excited about what I've seen. What I've seen from him as well. I mean, he's impressive to seeing some of the steps that he's taken. But then couple that with some of the transfers that have come in, they have experience just learning the way that we do things, and really helping educate them to the standard, and I was also understanding the reason behind all the little things that we try to do to help put them in the best position. But there's gonna be a lot of growth. Obviously tonight. Coaching staff, getting a chance to evaluate the film, going to have some corrections that need to be made, and then we're still going to have some installation that goes in tomorrow. It was one of the benefits of having those walkthroughs there for the 2 weeks leading up to spring practice. We were able to get a pretty good beat for the first 3 days of work. We knew we wanted to have a back-to-back going into 3, and you kind of push these guys in that regards, just mentally and physically. And I'm excited to see how they respond tomorrow.
Kurt Weiler from Tallahassee Democrat.
Jashawn was someone who I know has been talked about a lot in the lead up to spring. What have you seen from him, from DJ, Lauren, just the running back group as a whole through 2 practices?
Yeah, I mean, it's a talented group, and not only what those guys can do with the ball in their hands, as backs, but who the receivers they can be out of the backfield. I think Jashawn is a complete back. He takes a lot of ownership in all aspects of what we're doing. I think DJ's showed some flashes. Just being in his second practice, plays with such a low center of gravity. He's got has really good feet, can catch the ball to the backfield. And then Lawrence, I mean, his explosiveness has really showed up. But there's some guys that have also been very impressive. I think Trayshawn Ward, I mean, has had some really nice runs the last couple of days. Trayshawn was a guy that showed late in the season that his development is something that's key. And then a guy that can be an X factor for us is Corey Wren. And with his speed, you can see the confidence of what this last year has been for him. But he's shown up. And seems more confident and in control of the things he's trying to do with his body. But excited about the continued competition with that group.
All right, next will be Corey Clark from Warchant.
Yeah, Mike, I was going to ask you actually about Corey Wren. Do you foresee him helping you at both positions, perhaps, at running back and receiver? And then also Thomas Schrader at center. Do you like the reps you've seen from him so far?
Yeah, Corey is a guy that he's got great versatility. With us, kind of how we utilize that personnel. Guys like him, Lawrence, they really have the versatility to be able to play in the slot as well as in the backfield in our 2-back sets. So you're going to see him do a little bit of everything. But those guys are definitely very valuable pieces when you sit there and you look at what they can bring to the table. And Thomas, that's been a real bright spot in the first couple practices. Just his first time playing center. But Thomas is a guy that he has literally repped every position in his first year in practice and the work that he's getting in. But I think he's looked really good. They're working with that group, and excited to see tomorrow when the pads come on, things start flying a little quicker. How he responds to that, but he's definitely progressing well.
We'll go back to Dean from Warchant.
Coach, it's early through 2 practices, but you had the bulk of your offensive line back from last year. How have they fared so far in the first couple practices, or do you really need to wait to see till the pads come on?
It's always tough to know O-line, D-line until you see pads on. But, I think our O-line is I'm excited about the group. I mean, some of the things that they've done, Darius Washington, I know we mentioned yesterday, is really coming along. And I've seen some great growth and strides from him. Just the strength of what he's been able to put on his body throughout the offseason. A guy that we haven't talked much about, that we were without for the last fall, Zane Herring. Zane has done an incredible job with his rehabilitation. Really work on his body weight. His movements are extraordinary. I think that he's a guy that's going to really put himself in a position to be able to compete at a high level. We mentioned Thomas, the young tackles. I mean, they're just so talented. What they're doing, and really for them to be able to get the reps that they're getting with the guys like Devontae, they're not able to go. I'm excited about the group, and as they continue to grow and get better, it's I think it's got a chance to be a group that we can really build upon with what we're doing offensively.
Next we have Bronte from Osceola.
Hey, Coach, you showed a lot of nickel today, 4-2-5 alignments. Just how does that versatility in the defensive backfield kind of just give you different looks out there to play with?
We're looking at a variety of things, and we will throughout the spring. But something that being able to add speed, to be able to add versatility and what we're able to do. The guys that we've been able to bring into the program at some of those positions, I think a really good fit. As well as we'll still be able to jump into a variety of personnel packages, but we needed to get faster. We needed to be able to create more plays there on the defensive side of the ball. And you see a guy like Amari Gaynor who's played a lot on the edge. Seeing his speed inside the box, and some of the plays that he really flashed to me today. Him, Emmett, the two young backers with Steven and. DJ. I mean, those. It's nice, even though we're just in t-shirts today. It's good to see those guys, flashing across the field, and we being able to add that speed is something that I think is going to really help us.
Go back to Gene.
Hey, one more, Coach. You mentioned at the tops, the drops were a bit of an issue again. I know that happened to you sometimes last season. Is that just extra time in the jugs machine, or is there something because you have a whole spring to really work on techniques with these guys to eliminate those?
And that's something that those guys. I know they're putting in a lot of time, in regards to that. But those first couple of days, it's a little different intensity of what they're doing, and obviously working with the timing of it, make sure your eyes are stopping around, doing all the things fundamentally to put yourself in the best position. And we just got to continue to work to finish the play when we get the ball in your hands. And so. We'll continue to grow in those areas. I mean, our guys have to respond, and so I've been pleased, for the most part through 2 days. I mean, the way the places with the quarterbacks are locating the ball, but we'll get better there.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.